just hold on to it for about 10 years, okay? Thanks. Being a mom is hard work, but it's also pretty entertaining. Some ladies realized this and started a play full of real tales of motherhood. It's called Expressing Motherhood, and I got to see it when I headed out and about. Growing up, I never knew how much hard work went into raising my brother, sister, and I. Here in Los Angeles, a group of funny and talented women have put on a showcase called Expressing Motherhood, and I figured this would be the perfect place to find out exactly what it takes to become a mom.
My name is Lindsay Cavett, and I'm the director and producer of Expressing Motherhood.
My name is Jessica Cribbs, and I'm a producer for Expressing Motherhood, as well as performer.
We came to think of the show idea because our creativity was really needing some attention, and so we came up with an idea just to talk about motherhood stories. I'm learning that all moms have an inner conflict. Our show is about real moms telling their stories about motherhood. We're not celebrities. All of us aren't published authors. For the most part, we're just moms.
My name is Sarah Mazes, and I'm a mom with 3 kids, 9-year-old and 6-year-old twins. I wanted to do something that was a little off the beaten path for me, and I love writing sketch comedy. This gentleman right here is my friend Matthew Ryan Key, and we actually performed together, and when I needed a man for this piece, I called upon my friend Matt.
Because I'm a man.
My name is Nicole Blaine, and my piece is about what happens to your relationship with your partner after you have a baby. And for me, it was everything went to hell.
My name is Laura Phelps, and my piece in Expressing Motherhood tonight is about what happens when moms have that moment when stress hits and pressure just breaks them.
Jack, would you just stop it? You're being such an... Okay.
My name is Sonia Berggren, and I wrote a piece about an incident involving my now 21-year-old daughter when she was 5 years old, and she ran into a plate glass window.
Blood flows into her eyes and pieces of glass protrude from her beautiful little face, and she's not moving, and my heart stops.
Each piece has a little something that when I first heard it, I said, oh yeah, I remember that.
I think anybody can get a lot out of the show. I don't think you need to have kids. I don't think you even need to be a woman.
As a man, I received quite the education from this show. Like,
You'll never be the same.
I will honestly never be the same.
I cannot possibly describe motherhood in one word.
Painfully loving.
Everlasting.
Birth control.
Relentless.
I would agree.
As we just saw, Expressing Motherhood is entertaining and inspiring mothers of all ages with its frank and funny stories about raising children. Today we are pleased to be joined by one of the talented performers from that production, Nicole Blaine. Hi Nicole, thanks for being here. Give her a round of applause.
Thanks for having me.
This show was so much fun. I know, thank you. It's fun to have you here in the studio. I really enjoyed the entire play.
I appreciate it. It's nice to get out of the morning and not have to change a dirty diaper.
Oh, so you have someone doing that for you.
Today is my dad's day. My dad, so Grandpa is watching.
Is Dad good with the babies?
Better than anyone else. If he could breastfeed, he would. He's amazing.
So you know you're in trouble when you go home tonight by your husband. He's not gonna like that you just said that.
No, he sucks in comparison, but I love him dearly.
This is why we love you. All right, so how did you get involved in expressing motherhood?
First, you have to have a baby, so I did that prerequisite.
Okay.
And then I saw the show when it was in LA a January ago. My girlfriend, a very wonderful friend, took me to it, and I was so moved by watching this show. And it's all done by, you know, different casts every single time, and their original pieces by these moms, and it was so moving. I made my husband, who's a writer, write a piece with me, and I submitted it, and I was lucky to get chosen.
So you started off in the audience and then basically decided you had to be a part of the show.
I forced my way in, yes.
Did you?
I did.
Did you handcuff anybody?
A little bit.
Great, awesome. So the stories are all really different and extremely entertaining. I loved yours in particular. I have to tell you that it kind of bought me a few years on my biological clock, though.
Yeah.
It was a little scary.
It's a little scary.
I want to know what was your favorite story?
Oh,
Can't choose your own either.
No, I wouldn't choose my own. I hated it. It was reliving the colic days, which was what mine was about. They were all so amazing, and I feel like working with these women was one of the most amazing theatrical experiences of my life. Within a couple days, all of our menstrual cycles synchronized, and for 27 days we got along really well until the 28th. But
scary.
Yeah, no, the pieces are moving. You have everything from, you know, touching and scary all the way down to really comedic, so it's an amazing piece.
Okay, so now listen, I'd love to see more about what the show is all about and kind of share it with the viewers who didn't get a chance to see it. So would you mind doing a little performance for us?
Sure.
Okay, great. Everyone give it up for Nicole Blaine from Expressing Motherhood.
Thank you. You know who I hate? Parents with perfect infants. You know those babies. I call them baby lumps. Little lumps of doughy flesh that just lie there quietly. Baby lumps sleep. All the time, everywhere. They sleep in their cribs. They sleep in the car. They sleep in the stroller. They sleep in a sling. They sleep in a tuba in the middle of a marching band. My baby? I've got Adam Lambert hitting a high note 24/7. But she is so cute. And they say God makes babies cute so you don't throw them out the window. But sometimes, all right, I'm just saying, I no longer judge Michael Jackson's baby dangling. Don't get me wrong, I love my child. I did not love her colic. Okay, so I went out, I read the books, I listened to all the experts. I tried to recreate the sensations of the womb. You start with the swaddling. Swaddling is like making a little baby burrito. It's meant to recreate the feeling of security provided by the womb. Next, you turn on the white noise, which is meant to mimic the sound of the womb. Then comes the movement. What started as gentle rocking soon turned into bouncing on an exercise ball, which then morphed into lunges. That's right, lunges. It is 3:12 in the middle of the night. Sweat is pouring off of me as I am thrusting forward, legs burning, arms like jello, a deafening and all I'm thinking is, this is what my womb was like? This is my husband's fault. He must have some crazy genes that snuck their way up into my uterus. I should have known his family tree bore nothing but crazy fruit. Before we were married and before we had babies, we were madly in love. I used to tell people our marriage was like a never-ending slumber party. But now, everything he did with the baby, he did absolutely wrong. Okay. Eat, sleep, poop. That is all babies do. He sucked at lunging her to sleep. He went into gagging convulsions near poopy diapers, and he never lactated. He bought her stuff to compensate. We've got a mantle with 82 different rubber duckies because he mistook a gas bubble for a smile. I am on maternity leave. We cannot afford all these stupid rubber duckies. She also likes rolling over, and that does not cost anything. I know. He's just trying to make her happy. But he does not earn enough money to make her happy. Okay, some of it may have been the hormones. Then one day, he grabbed me. He threw me down on the bed, and then he tickled me. I laughed until I cried, until I peed my pants, until I punched him in the face just to get him to stop tickling me. And I missed him. I missed us. We can still have a slumber party. We just can't sleep anymore. Oh, and our daughter's first word? Duck. He was right. It was not a gas bubble. Oh, and the colic eventually ended. She stopped screaming, the house calmed down, and we all fell in love with each other. And I realized something. We would never be a couple again. We were a family.
Thanks so much, Nicole. That was awesome.
Thanks.
So much fun, and the show has so many great things. I hear that Expressing Motherhood is also doing shows in Manhattan this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Tell me about that.
Yes, we are new cast, new original cast in New York this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're coming back to LA in January, and then we're going to Des Moines next year, and even talks of London in the future.
Ooh, so you guys are making it around the globe. Thank you so much. If you guys want to have more info on the show, go to expressingmotherhood.com, grab your girlfriends, grab your mom, and go. Coming up, we're going to show you the tips and tricks to jazz up your everyday mascara. Stick around, there's much more of That Morning Show ahead.